Good morning, students. Today, let us continue with the next part of the chapter organic compounds. Last time, we have studied the classification of hydrocarbons and how to write down the structural formula for any hydrocarbon or organic compound. Today, we are going to continue the very important part of the chapter IUPAC nomenclature. IUPAC nomenclature means writing down the IUPAC name according to this particular IUPAC nomenclature system. IUPAC, the full form is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So this union has given their own rules and we are following their rules, and we can give IUPAC name to any organic compounds given to us. Very important question, board examination point of view. Let's start with this particular concept. According to IUPAC nomenclature, to name any organic compound, these three terms are very important: root word, suffix and prefix. Root word, for example, if the organic compound is containing one carbon atom, then the root word will be eth. If there are two carbon atoms, root word will be eth, and so on. For three carbon atoms, pro, pu, pent, it continues. Suffix and prefix, this will understand in detail when we just will finish with this part, following these rules of IUPAC. And then we will come to the concept of suffix and prefix at the end. So let us start with the rules now. Rules of IUPAC nomenclature. Now, if an example is given to you, we have to write down the IUPAC name for so and so organic compound. So what do we have to follow? First one, we have to select the longest chain of carbon atom in that compound. For example, a compound is given to you containing this particular carbon chain which is straight. So this becomes the longest chain. Now look at this particular example. There are two chains here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So which is the longest chain here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So in this way you have to be very careful in locating or finding out the longest chain of carbon atom in the organic compound. That is the first step. Second, if there is any branched chain in the longest chain, for example, this is the longest chain here, and you can see this branched chain. So this branched chain is called as substituent. This is called as substituent. Okay, so first this is the organic compound. We selected the longest chain and this becomes the substituent. Okay, now third step. If substituents are there, then while once you get the substituent and you select the longest chain, then you have to number the carbon atoms in such a way that the substituent should get the lowest number. See, from where I have started the numbering after selecting the longest chain of carbon atom 1, 2, 3 and 4. I have not started from this carbon atom because 1, 2, 3. This substituent will get the third position. Substituent should get the lowest position or lowest number. Okay, so that's why we start numbering from this side, where substituent get the lowest number, that is 2. Now the fourth rule: if in the organic compound along with the substituent you have a functional group, you have any functional group, I will just explain this part. Now in this organic compound, the longest chain of carbon atom is this. Okay, and we also have a branch chain which is substituent, and this group is called functional group. The name of this functional group is alcohol. In the chapter, already in one table they are given the different functional groups and their names already they are given. So OH is the alcoholic group. So if we have substituent also and functional group also, then after selecting the longest chain, you have to select the longest chain containing the functional group. Very important. So this is the longest chain containing the functional group. So you start numbering such a way that the functional group gets the lowest number. So start numbering from this side 1, 2 and 3. Understood? Okay. Now next, fifth rule. Position of alkyl groups are indicated by writing the position and name before the name of the parent hydrocarbon. Okay. Now what is the meaning of parent? The longest chain that you select in the organic compound while giving its IUPAC name, that is called parent chain. Okay, and the compound is called parent hydrocarbon. Okay, for example, in this case, if you try to give the name now, first we selected the longest chain containing OH group, and then we started numbering 1, 2, 3. Second position, we have methyl group. So position of alkyl group. So methyl group, these are nothing but alkyl groups. Okay, CH3, C2H5, methyl, these are all alkyl groups, and substituents mostly are alkyl groups. So how to give the position? We have to write down 2-methyl, and then the name of the parent hydrocarbon. That will try to understand with the example after completing this rule. Now the last one, sixth one. If multiple alkyl groups are present, then they are labeled using prefix. Multiple means, just look at this example. Now here, this is the longest chain of carbon atom. Then you start numbering in such a way that the substituent gets the lowest number. If we start from here, it will get 3. If we start from this side, this alkyl group gets number 2. So we start numbering from this side 5. So there are multiple alkyl groups, multiple more than 1 and 2. So how to write down this particular position? Write down like this: 2, 3. They are positioned first. Then there are 2 methyl groups. That's why you have to write down Di, that is di, and then the name of the alkyl group. Name of the alkyl group, that is dimethyl, and then the name of the parent hydrocarbon. Understood? So these are the rules. Now we'll take particular examples to understand these particular rules. Okay, that will also understand what is the meaning of root word, suffix and prefix after writing down the IUPAC name for these 2 examples that I am giving now. Example first. So we have to write out the IUPAC name for this particular compound. So according to the rule, we select the longest chain of carbon atom, that is called as longest chain is called as parent chain. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3. Now position of alkyl group, this is a substituent which is alkyl group. So 2, only one alkyl group, that's only you write down 2-methyl, 2-methyl, and then the name of the, after writing down the position of alkyl group, then look at this chain containing 3 carbon atoms. So 3 carbon atoms means the root word will be 3 carbon atoms, the root word will be pro. So you write down pro, root word. Okay, and since the organic compound contains single bonds between carbon atoms, that means it is an alkane. So you write down here A and E. Understood? So pro becomes the root word, suffix becomes ane because it is an alkane, and prefix becomes the position and the name of the alkyl group. Now the last example, CH3 CH CH3 CH2 OH. Now already this example I gave while explaining the rules also. So we start numbering. Longest chain is this. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now follow the rules and how to give the name IUPAC name for this compound. First we give the position of alkyl group along with its name. So 2-methyl. Then we have 1, 2, 3. So root word pro, ane, propane you have to write because we can't write propane because here we have now a functional group. So if functional group was not there, the name would have been this, that is propane, but we have a OH group here. That's why you have to replace this E by the suffix ol for this OH group, which is alcohol, ol. So we write down ol here. So name of this IUPAC name of this particular compound is 2-methyl propanol. Understood? So this way we come to know how to write down the IUPAC name for any compound. Okay, and in the example you also come to know, okay, what is the root word here? Okay, the root words pro, okay, and then suffix that is ane, ane, and all here, and prefix the position of the alkyl group, that is the prefix. Okay, so this way you can write down and study more examples, okay, from my notes. Okay, and following the rules you can write down the IUPAC name for different organic compounds. With this we end the chapter number 12A, organic compounds. Next time we will start with chapter 12B, that is hydrocarbons. In that first one is alkanes. Refer the notes, write the answer properly in the chemistry book. See you next time.